Everybody, MBG here today with a little bit of a hobby showcase. Today we're taking a look at my Khorne Tower of Skulls. Now this is a unique Apocalypse unit. There was never an actual model made for it. I think it was first seen in the Apocalypse Reloaded book back in the late 2000s, and currently it has rules in the Pandorax supplement for Apocalypse in 2014. So it's got lots of shots and it does lots of cool things, and it actually can get hull points back based on how much damage it does in the shooting phase and things like that. And it's a fun, it's just a little fluffy unit that is just kind of cool to have on the tabletop. Of course, it's on a Baneblade chassis, as you can see there, and it's got lots of different conversion parts to it to make this thing. Is actually pretty involved. This one was actually created using an armor cast resin bridge, skull bridge, broken apart, and basically all of these skulls were glued onto the frame here to form all that, because I mean, finding that many skulls is just kind of ridiculous. And up top here as well, in the actual top of the tower, and on the sides here was Thunderfire cannons were used for this, along with some armor plates from the Defiler model as well. The front, of course, is a Hellfire, or a Hell Cannon rather, from Chaos Fantasy. So a very pricey conversion to get put together, and then of course painted up as well. So it was a fun project. I mean, it's very cool looking. This little guy here, I believe, is a Mr. Dandy model, kind of riding on the main gun there, as it kind of hangs out in there. There you can see him a little bit better. So very cool model. Like I said, a lot of skulls. I mean, you just gotta have skulls. I mean, it's Khorne, right? So you gotta have tons and tons of skulls. But this thing is actually pretty big. I mean, you kind of can't really tell from looking at it here, but I mean, it's rather tall. It's as tall as most City Fight building kits. I mean, of course, there's two sections of those panels used right there, and then a bunch on the top. I never personally used these things on my City Fight because I would always go to grab the buildings to pick them up, and I would stab the crap out of myself. And oh my gosh, between those and other, these chaos, these spiky bits right here, get it, spiky bits, I would always stab the crap out of myself. So I try not to put too many of those all over as much as possible, but you gotta have a few. So this thing's it's been around for a while. It's a very cool kit. It was very challenging to put together. I've seen a lot of them out there on the internet. I mean, my friend Bob Weiss, Brass Scorpion, he does a lot of cool Khorne conversions. He did a lot more resin work on his, using a lot of the old Forge World icons and glyphs and things like that. But this one, this one suits me. I'm super happy with it. It's got a lot of detail to it. A lot of kits, a lot of different bits were used to make this thing. Actually, little spoiler alert, you're supposed to use the Dwarven cannons. I forget which one it is, where it has multiple barrels. But these are actually Big Pen barrels, because I couldn't find the right parts there for that one. So kind of interesting that you just never can really tell what you put into these things. Sometimes you don't even notice it. Sometimes you just got to go with what you have, and that's the beauty of converting, and that's what makes this hobby very unique, because you're never without. You always got something at your fingertips to grab, or you can run out to Walmart or go through the toy aisle and grab something cool. So that's pretty much it for this hobby showcase. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you stay in the trenches, subscribe to this YouTube channel, check out the blog, spikybitsblog.com, and listen to our podcast, forgenarrative.com.